So let's begin our Sunday morning yoga session. Very, very gradually, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down onto your back, taking your left leg to the ground, allowing your head to fall, and now allowing your feet to fall out to the side. Now bring attention to your breath, allowing your body just to relax down. Inhaling through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just give attention to your breath. Any intrusive thoughts, let them pass in and pass out. Take your attention back to your breath and relax your body completely into the mat, really deeply. Allow your legs to fall out to the side. Allow them to melt down. Allow your back, your shoulders, just to completely relax, relieving any tension that you may have. Palms facing up so there's no distraction from your senses, and just completely take this couple of minutes to relax down. Keep focusing on your breath. And give gratitude for a beautiful Sunday morning, despite any little errors in technology. Maybe the sun's not shining as it should be, but still giving gratitude and just completely relaxing down. And think about setting an intention for today's practice, using the words I intend to, and whatever you intend to get out of today's practice, whether it be something physical, you want to stretch something in your body, whether you feel a little bit anxious or you just want to relax, and in your mind just say to yourself, I intend to, whatever you intend to get out of today's practice. Think about wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Inhale, taking your arms above into a full body stretch. Really pushing through those fingers, pushing through those toes, elongating your spine. And exhale, bringing your arms down. Inhale, coming into a full body stretch again. Really wiggling your body, stretching it out as much as you can. And then exhale, bringing your hands down. From this laying position, think about pushing your navel to the floor, so your navel to your spine, so your lower back is onto the floor. So if I put my hand underneath, I wouldn't be able to get it there. And just breathe here for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then relax. Come to normal laying position. Inhale, and as you exhale, navel goes to the spine, so really pushing your lower back into the floor, and breathe in here for 3, for 2, for 1. Completely relax. I'm going to do it one more time. So you're really working your transverse abdominis, your underneath abdomen, your lower layer of muscle. Inhale, and as you exhale, navel to your spine. Breathe in for 3, for 2, for 1, and then completely relax. Inhale, bringing your knees in, hugging your knees into you, and just massaging your spine. Making nice little circles. And then inhale, taking your legs down, taking your arms to a T shape. Inhale, bringing your legs in and rocking them to the right hand side. Taking your gaze to the left and making sure your shoulders are firmly placed into the mat. If you can, bringing your legs to 90 degrees, and we're going to hold here for 4 breaths. It's a really nice supine spinal twist. Inhale, bringing your legs back to centre, and exhale, rolling them onto the left hand side, taking your gaze to the right hand, making sure your shoulders are firmly pressed into the ground. Keep really focusing on your breath, holding here for 4 breaths. And then inhale, coming back to centre, hugging your knees in and just rotating on your back, so you're massaging out your spine. Exhale, bringing your legs to the ground, making sure your feet are just slightly behind your bum, so ruler length. Inhale, tucking your pubis under, your hips rise, your belly rise, coming in to bridge. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your back down. Inhale, pubis tucks under, hips rise, into bridge. Pushing through the soles of your feet. Allow your hands to come over your head. Really stretching your fingertips. Exhale, bringing your hands back, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing yourself down. Inhale, pubis tucks under, hips rise, belly rise, hands come above your head. And exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing yourself down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, hips rise, hands come above your head, relax your shoulders down, stretching out your fingers. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing yourself down. 1 more time. Inhale, your hips rise, tucking your pubis under. And then exhale, bringing your hands down. Take a breath here. Then inhale, tucking your pubis under, your belly rises, your hips pushing up. Take your left or right hand underneath you, walking onto your shoulders, and we're going to hold your bridge for 4 breaths. Your toes pointing forward, pushing through the soles of your feet. And just breathe in here. See if you can push and lift your hips up slightly more. Should feel a really nice stretch along your back, in your hamstrings. And then exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your back down, hugging your knees in, and just rocking from side to side, bringing your face in so you're screwed up in a little ball. And then rolling yourself up to a seated position. From here, inhale, bringing your arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, bring your arms up, relaxing your shoulders as you do it. And as you exhale, you're going to sigh out all your anxieties. Inhale up. Two more times. Inhale, bring your arms up. Bringing your hands to your shoulders, rotating them back. And then rotating them forwards, you're waking up your rotator cuff muscles. 1 more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, sign it out. Take your right hand behind you, your left behind your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist into the right hand side, taking your gaze with you or behind you. Inhale to centre. Exhale to the left hand side. Inhale to centre. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to centre. Exhale into the left. See if you want to take your gaze behind you and you get a deeper stretch. It's a really nice spinal twist here and abdominal twist. 2 more times each side. If your mind wanders, bring it back, focus on your breath. And then inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, sign it out. Then coming into our tabletop position. Crease of your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Inhale, pushing your sitting bones back, your gaze forward into your cow pose. So you should have a dip in your lower or lumbar spine, really pushing your heart through. Exhale, tucking your sitting bones under. Your belly rises as if you're putting on a tight pair of jeans. The crown of your head tucks under into your angry cat. Inhale, pushing your sitting bones back, your gaze forward, really pushing your heart through. Exhale, tucking your sitting bones under, your belly rises as if you're putting on a tight pair of jeans. The crown of your head tucks under into your angry cat. Really focus on lifting the belly. Pushing through the palms of your hand. And from here, taking your right hand, placing your right forearm in front of your left hand. If you can, taking your head to your upper arm. If not, holding it where it is. And we're holding here for 4 breaths. So you should feel a really nice stretch along the right side of your thoracic, which is your mid-back. Keep breathing. If you lower your head, you deepen the stretch, but don't overstretch. Inhale, pushing your sitting bones back, your gaze forward, coming into your cow pose. Exhale, tucking your sitting bones under, your belly rises, your head drops. Taking your left hand in front of your right arm, forearm to the ground, fingertips to an angle. If you can, take your left ear to your upper arm. If you want to deepen the stretch, also bend your knees a little further back. It's a really nice stretch you should be feeling here. Couple more breaths. Inhale, pushing sitting bones back, gaze forward. Exhale, tucking those sitting bones under, the crown of your head falls. So this is really good for flexibility of your spine. This time, take your right hand in between your left hand and your left leg, bringing your arm to the ground, your palm facing up, and if you can, your head to the ground. Holding here for 4 breaths. Really nice spinal twist here. If this is too much, just come onto your forearm. Inhale, pushing your sitting bones back, your gaze forward. Exhale, tucking your sitting bones under, your belly rises, your head falls. This time, taking your left hand between your right arm and your right leg, forearm to the ground, holding for 4 breaths, palm facing up. Making sure your right arm is bent. Inhale, bringing yourself up. This time bringing your big toes together, opening out your knees to the side, bringing your right and left forearm to the ground, pushing your bum to your heels and your head to the mat. Coming into wide-legged child's pose. So you should feel a really nice stretch here through the groin area, opening of the hips too. If you push your right and left fingertips forward, you feel a really nice stretch through your shoulders. Hold in for 15 seconds. And then very gently bringing yourself up. Coming back into your tabletop position. And we're going to add some movement now. So making sure your feet, your toes on the floor. You're going to inhale, push your bum back towards your heels if you're coming into child's pose. Round your spine, bringing yourself forwards. Bending your legs, coming back to child's pose. Rounding your spine. So we're going to add a little bit of movement here. Inhale, pushing back. Exhale, coming round. And we're just going to do this 10 times. So add a bit of fluidity to your morning. Allow your body to work in any way it can. If you want to adapt, please feel free to. So inhale back, exhale round in the spine. If you want to take this further and you want to challenge, come onto your tiptoes. Inhale back, exhale round the spine forward, bending your knees as you're coming back. So this is slightly harder, pushing through the palms of your hands. Stay on your knees if it's easier. So just adding a nice bit of dynamic movement here. Couple more. And then bring your knees to the ground if they're not already. And just push back into normal child's pose. Hands forward, knees together or slightly apart. Inhale, bringing yourself up. Coming into tabletop position, making sure the crease of your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, coming onto your tippy toes, pushing your heels towards the ground. Lengthening through your legs. Exhale, bring your head between your biceps, pushing your hips to the sky. Really trying to come onto your heels, fingertips forward into downward facing dog. Gonna hold this for 4 breaths. If you want to walk out your dog, feel free to. Making sure your feet are hip width apart. Really good for flexibility of your calves. Keep pushing through the palms of your hands. And then inhale, taking your right knee, twisting it to the left hand side, taking your gaze underneath your left armpit. Inhale to centre. Exhale, taking the left knee over, your gaze underneath your right armpit. Inhale to centre. Bending the right knee, taking it over to the left hand side, your gaze underneath your left armpit. Inhale to centre. Last time, bending the left knee, taking it to the right hand side, your gaze underneath your right armpit. And then walking out your downward facing dog. If you need to bend your knees or come down, that's absolutely fine. Work with your body. And then bending your knees. Coming toes onto the floor, pushing your bum to your heels. Coming into child's pose. Feel free to bring your hands behind you if it's more comfy. Returning here to your intention. And
And then very slowly bringing yourself up. Coming onto your toes, onto your tippy toes, pushing your bum towards your heels into a kneeling position, and stay with this kind of uncomfortable feeling in your toes. Prayer to your heart center. Inhaling through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your arms up, and exhale, sign it out. One more time. Bring your hands to the floor, just tap your toes to release any tension. And then very gradually bring yourself to a standing position, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet hip width apart, relaxing shoulders down. Headlights on your hips, tilting your hips slightly forward, helping to elongate your spine and find your neutral stance. Palms facing in, crown of your head being pulled up. Think about picking your feet up, pushing through your big toe, your little toe, your heel. And just taking a breath here in mountain pose, Tadasana. From here, you're going to come onto your tippy toes, so stay in the same position. Inhale, bring yourself onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bringing your feet down. Inhale, coming onto your tippy toes or as far as you can get. Exhale, down. Inhale up and exhale down. I'm going to try this 5 more times. See if every time you go up you can hold it for slightly longer. So you're really working your calves here. If you need to hold a wall, please do so. Really try and elongate your spine and don't lean forward. Last couple of times. See if you can hold this last one for slightly longer. Exhale down. From here we're just going to come to a nice swing, swinging the arms side to side. Nice spinal twist here. Keep focusing on breath. Couple more times. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging at your hips, coming down into a forward fold very gently. Hands to the floor if you can, bend your knees if you need to, and tuck the crown of your head under. Pause in here for a couple of breaths. If you want to deepen the stretch, bring your hands underneath your feet. It's a really nice hamstring stretch here. And inhale, very gently bringing yourself up. Making sure your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Option 1, 2, or 3. Coming into tree pose. Pushing your left foot into the ground, gravity pulling it down. Pushing through your big toe, your little toe, your heel. Prayer to your heart center. Your right leg wherever is best for you. Making sure you do not put it over your left knee. So the sole of your foot against your ankle, below your knee, or just below your groin area. Pushing your right leg out to 90 degrees. Holding for 4 breaths. We've got a couple more. Relaxing your shoulders down and making sure your hips are forward. From here, taking that right leg, you're going to wrap it around the front of your left leg, and you may find you just get to here, and that's fine. If you can, take the right leg, the right foot around the back of the calf, and then wrap those toes around to the front of the shin. Prayer to your heart center. So eagle legs, prayer here. And we're going to stay with this for now. Making sure if you can, your hips are forward. Begin to gently drop the sitting bones back. And if you can, right hand comes up, palm facing out, taking your left hand, wrapping it round the side and bringing your hands together. Begin to relax your shoulders, but push those fingertips up. Holding here for a couple more breaths into eagle. If this is too much, come back to your tree pose or come back to your prayer hands with your eagle legs, whatever's best. Focus your drishti in front of you. And exhale, unravel and just walking out your legs. Really nice. This time pushing your right foot into the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Taking your left sole of your foot to your ankle, just below your knee, or into your pubis groin area. Pushing the left leg out to 90 degrees. Your prayer to your heart center. Keep breathing, focusing on relaxing your shoulders down. Couple more breaths here. This is really, really good for your balance. Now taking the left leg, you're going to wrap it in front of the right. Remember, if you just get to the side, that's fine. If you can, take that left foot, wrap it round the side of your right. Prayer to your heart center. Into eagle legs. It's really good for the flexibility of your hamstrings, your calves, your ankles. If you can, take your left hand, taking your right, wrapping it round in front, joining your hands together, pushing those fingertips up, pushing your sitting bones back, and holding here. If you fall out, absolutely fine, get yourself back in. Couple more breaths. And then release your arms. See if you can hold your legs a little longer. Shoulders down. And then exhale, releasing those legs and just walking your feet out. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hinging at your hips, coming down into forward fold. If you need to bend them, please do. Bring your hands to the ground if you need to, or place them on some books or blocks if you have some. From here, coming onto your fingertips, begin to walk your left and your right leg out, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. If you can, bring your hands, your palms to the ground. If not, please place them on some books or blocks. Toes pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, drop your head, crown of the head to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, see if you can drop deeper. If you want, use your finger next to your thumb, grabbing your big toes, holding for 4 breaths. It's really good for flexibility of your hamstrings here. And then from here, just begin to move your legs side to side, pushing through the palms of your hand to help you. Really nice hamstring stretch, very gently. If you're finding it too much, walk your feet closer together. And then coming back to your wide-legged forward fold, take your hands behind your back, clasp them together. Externally rotate your shoulders, bringing your hands above, your gaze down. Hold in here, bend your knees if you need to, for a couple of breaths. Really opening up those shoulders. And then bring your hands to the ground. Begin to walk your feet in. Bring your hands to your hips and very gently bringing yourself up to standing. Stepping your left leg in, followed by your right. Feet either hip width apart or next to each other. Inhale, bringing your palms up. Exhale, pushing your sitting bones back, coming into chair. If you can, bring your hands above your head, slightly harder, if not, bring them out in front of you. Neutral spine, see if you can drop a bit lower in your chair. Holding for another 4 breaths, really nice. And then bringing your hands to the ground very, very gently, bending at your knees and coming down into a seated pose. Taking your right leg out in front of you, stepping your left leg over, your left toes pointing forward. If you can, bending at your right leg, bringing your right ankle to your left bum cheek. If not, leave your right leg in front of you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking your right elbow, pushing onto just behind your left knee and twisting to your left hand side. So we're coming into half Lord of the Fishes. Really nice spinal twist. Think about opening up your chest. Use your left hand behind you to stabilise you. Bring your focus back to your breath. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, bring yourself back to centre. Unraveling your legs. Taking your left leg out in front of you, your right leg bending over, your right toes pointing forward. Bending at your left knee, bringing your left ankle to your right bum cheek. Sorry about that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking your left hand behind your right knee and twisting over to the right hand side on the exhale. Really think about opening up your chest. If you can, take your gaze behind you. You may find this uncomfortable, so take it over to the right hand side. Feel a really, really nice stretch down your left hand side. So this is really good for the flexibility of your ankles, your calves, your hamstrings. Really nice abdominal twist which aids in digestion. Holding for 4 more breaths. And then inhale, twisting to centre, unraveling your feet, and then bringing the soles of your feet together, clasping your hands around them, pushing your knees out to the side, and we're just coming into bound angle pose. Elongating your spine, keeping it neutral. Very gently pushing your knees down to the ground. So just pulsing, relaxing shoulders down. If it's easier, bring your hands behind you. And just pause here for a moment. And taking your left leg out in front of you, bringing your right ankle to your left groin area. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinging at your hips. Very gently fold forward. So it's not about bringing your head to your legs, it's about really hinging at those hips. Holding here for 8 breaths. Relax your head down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, see if you can fold deeper. If you want to use your hands and your feet to help you, fine, but don't pull the stretch. And then inhale, bringing yourself up. Exhale, switching over, taking your right leg out, your left leg into your pubis, your groin area. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinging at your hips, bringing yourself forward. Allowing your head to fall gently. Holding for 8 breaths. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, folding deeper. Really nice hamstring stretch here. Keep focused to your breath. Relax your shoulders. And then inhale very gently, bringing yourself up. Crossing your legs. Bringing prayer to your heart center, coming onto your pranayama or your breathing. Just rotating your shoulders. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your breath flowing. Count if it helps. Just in this moment, give gratitude for your amazing bodies for what they've done this morning. Think of something else that you're really grateful for this Sunday morning. Just in your mind, focus on that gratitude now. Focus on the feeling of feeling grateful. Sometimes it's so easy to forget to give gratitude to our bodies or to whatever's going on when times are uncertain. But if you can, just take that time. Really, every morning, give gratitude for one thing. Keep focusing on your breath here, just for a couple more breaths. Inhale, rise your arms above you, and exhale, sign it out. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, sigh. From here, bringing yourself round. Vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your back down. Taking your left leg and right leg out. Allowing your feet to fall out to the side. Allowing your back to completely relax down. Giving intention to your breath. Focus to your breath. Oxygenating your lungs. And keep on breathing through your nose. And I just want you to think about a ball of energy. You've got a ball of energy rising from your toes. You think about that ball of energy, whatever colour it may be to you, rising up through your toes, your ankles, coming up through your legs, your calves, energizing every part of you, coming through your knees, your upper legs, coming through your bum, your back, working its way through your internal organs to your heart. Energizing your heart, working its way further up through your body, your shoulders, your throat, all the way into your mind. Everywhere it touches, it energizes. And now in your mind, this ball of energy is creating really positive feelings. Give some attention here to this energy that's energizing your whole body as it's worked its way up. Taking any really negative thoughts and trying to neutralize them. Taking these last few moments to yourself.
Think about wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Inhale, bring your legs in and rolling onto your right hand side, fetal position. Taking a couple of moments here. And then very gently bringing yourself up to a seated position. Crossing your legs. Prayer to your heart center. Taking your last few deep inhales and exhales. With gratitude for you sharing this practice with me today. With gratitude to your incredible bodies. Peace, love and happiness from me to you. Namaste. Have a beautiful Sunday. Again, apologies about the Zoom class this morning, it not working. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the weather. Hopefully the sun picks up. Have a beautiful day.